Hey y'all, it's Natalie and I'm super excited today because I'm finally getting to start this Alaska Cruise album you've heard me going on and on about. I have this 12 by 12 full page print from Persnickety, and I have my travel collections I just got from A Cherry on Top. And I'm going to fill some of the negative space on this photo with a few embellishments as my title page for the album. I have these ticket booth thin-lit dies and stamps from Tim Holtz for Sizzix, and I have these wherever ephemera pieces. Those are from 49 and Market, along with the rub-ons that you see over there on the right. I looked at the here and there ephemera from Simple Stories, but I decided that nor the Scenic Route cut apart there in my hand was anything that I wanted to use. So I did take one of the Scenic Route 6x6 papers by Uniquely Creative, that one right there. And I used my memory box. Some of my favorite dies are these wood grain dies that I have. Unfortunately, I'm afraid they're not still available in the store. But I cut out the word Alaska. But these are still available. These are the Tim Holtz ticket booth stamps. I'm going to use my Distress Oxides, and I'm going to stamp. I end up just doing one. I think this one is Fired Brick. I think that's the name of this color. Like a nice brick color. I mean, that's exactly what color it is. Like a red, but like not super bright. It kind of went really well with that paper from Uniquely Creative. So I did a couple, but I'm just going to use this one in connection with the other like kind of journaling tag that you see there with the green outline. I ran it through with the thin-lit dies, and it gave a nice little perforation, which is cool. And I'm just going to ink up the edges with that same ink that I use, and it looks like a really nice vintage kind of ticket. And then I'm going to rough up the edges of a few of these, or add some Distress Oxides. I mean, it was already that fossilized amber, and so that's the color of the Distress Oxide that I added to it, and it's perfect. I decided to ink up the edges of the Alaska word, so I start using this blending brush and putting the yellow on it. And then after I do that, I realized it really needs to pop a little bit more, so I actually went back and added the Fired Brick on top of it, and that one made it pop off of my cluster of embellishments a little bit better. So I'm just kind of putting the ephemera on the negative space, just kind of see exactly how I want to lay it on there. And that is when I decided that I did need to give it a brighter color. And that's when I changed it to a red outline on the alphas. I also decided that I want to do a little bit of stitching to add some interest. Where that geo tag is, there's a big circle. The brown tag at the bottom right, you can see, came out of that, but I didn't want to add it back in. So I'm going to use one of these 49 and Market rub-on transfers, the small one that's like a compass. I'm going to put that there, and so you'll just be able to glimpse it a little bit through the geotag. And I really like that distressed look that it gives. So I'm going to stick down those two foundation pieces, so this green tag, and then over the top I'm going to put the stamped ticket that I just stamped. And then I'm going to pull out my sewing machine, and I'm going to sew a couple of white lines through the word Alaska. You can see I inked it up with that Fired Brick, and then I did a couple of lines of sewing so it is nice and stuck down to my title page. And then I just leave a little bit of the strings hanging because I really like that additional texture. And then I'm gonna just pick up the edges of the alphas, and it gives it dimension. So I'll stick the geo tag here, and you can see that rub-on transfer, and then I'm going to also cover up a little bit of the negative space that's left in that geo tag with that brown bit that came out of it. And I am going to put a different little frame around it. You'll see that here in a moment. So I'm going to link down below with all of the products that I used in this video. You can also see an unboxing of all the things that I bought to specifically use in this album a few videos back. You can also see an unboxing of all the photos that I ordered from Persnickety on the last video as well. I'll throw those links down below too, hopefully, if I remember. But I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope that you're excited to see some of the upcoming travel albums that are layouts that I have. This trip was amazing. The photos I have are so beautiful, but they don't even do it justice what your naked eye can see when you're there. So I'll try to, though, and tell the stories of our travels. So I'm going to stick down the brown ring, and then as well as put, because you can see like a yellow ring came out of that geotag, and so I just kind of swapped them, and then I will pop up the brown bit there to give it a little bit of dimension. And then I decided, wait, I need to add the year, because it's the title page. And so I didn't need to add the word cruise, I decided, because clearly it's a cruise. There's a giant cruise ship. So I went and used my favorite Heather Alpha dies from Paintbrush Studio, and I cut out 2-4. That way you just know that's the year that we went to Alaska. So here are the still photos coming up. Let me know if you have any questions down below. Like I said, I'll throw those affiliate links in if you would like to get any of these items from A Cherry on Top. And I thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, y'all.